Welcome back to my channel, everybody. It is August 1st, which means I was paid 3 times in July. So we're gonna go through everything that I spent, saved, earned in the month of July. It was a very long month. So yeah, it was a pretty long month. Financially, we stayed on track, but honestly, budgeting was like the last thing on my mind. There was a lot going on in Seattle, in the world, everywhere. It's summer, the thick of it. So a lot of summertime celebrations as well as work deliverables just took my time away from YouTube. But on top of that, I was still able to live stream a lot, make a few videos. I was actually pretty present on YouTube despite being very busy. So if you guys haven't seen any of my recent live streams, we talked about money, burnout, the job market, the economy, weight loss, all of that. Just check out my live streams over on my channel. Let's get into these numbers. So for the annual budget, I didn't do it. As you guys know, I will update this in my live stream where I go over my August budget plan. So we left July blank for now, and I will revisit this when we are in a better headspace to do this arithmetic. For our bills, we paid pretty much everything. So let me just write it all down. So that is all of the bills for the month. My electricity bill was a little bit higher. I was able to lower my Netflix bill, and everything else was the same as usual. For savings, we did do some saving in July. I saved $1,000 more, but this is actually going to go towards my vacation at the end of the year. So we are saving for another vacation. I'm just gonna say Canada because we're gonna be splitting our time between Alberta and Vancouver / British Columbia in general. So my goal for this trip is $6,000 and we are at $1,000, and the due date is 12/1/26. So 7/31/26, we saved $1,000, and then we also saved on 7/16/26 $400 because of interest. So I'm gonna say $400. So we are sitting at $1,400 total of the $6,000. I'm hoping to get to this before December, but we'll see how it goes because I've been splitting between this and investing, which I also invested in the month of July. I know that the goal was 60,000 and we did reach 60,000, which is crazy. I haven't recorded it all month, so let's do that. I threw in a few thousand. My husband also threw in a few thousand. It's crazy. And then we're up 5,000. So let's see, on 7/1. So we are at $51,000 like deposited, but it's about 60,000 plus some change because of the market going up over time. So that's where we're sitting for our investments, for our sinking funds, and our savings goals. Now, I don't know if I should actually include this because this is actually the sinking fund. So I think I'm gonna actually X that out and say 0 here because we did not contribute to that number. And yeah, I think that is the whole picture when it comes to savings for the month of July. Now, for the month of July, like I said, everything's paid for. We were pretty much under budget in every single thing. We were under budget. Now, you will notice in my savings category here, I put 1,000 for high yield savings. I'm gonna take that out because that was the sinking fund. I did put the sinking fund in here, but I'm actually gonna take that out as well. And you know what? I actually didn't add this in, but I did do a sinking fund for an anniversary gift for my husband as well. So for my anniversary gift, I put in an additional $600. So it's looking kind of interesting in my account, because I'm pretty sure I said that I was at 1,400 for the trip, and then there was 600 put away for my husband's gift, which is gonna probably cost around $1,000. So yeah, we're gonna take out this sinking fund thing because we already accounted for that over there. When it comes to my husband's sinking fund gift, maybe that's what I'll put in here. So I didn't plan to do anything for sinking funds this month, but I ended up putting 600 away for the sinking fund. And I didn't add that to this total because I'm gonna put it back in as income when I actually use that money in September. So that's why it's looking a little wonky. It's always a little bit of wonkiness going on in my budget. Also, if you go to my day-to-day spend and my income, you'll see that there's some differences. I was paid 3 times this month from my W-2, and then I got $99.75 this month for bank interest, which I ended up using on whatever. I think I put it towards sinking fund or something. It was used. It wasn't just sitting in my savings this time. And then if you look at my day-to-day spend, it's all miscellaneous, every single thing. And yeah, I spent it a lot on dining out, on going to food festivals, coffee. I shopped for some clothing. I paid for a few memberships, some Amazon purchases. We had the Bite of Seattle. I went for the first 2 days. I didn't go on that last day. Glad I didn't now, but I spent a lot of money at the Bite of Seattle, like over $100 over those 2 days. And then yeah, it all totaled up to $278 being spent on food and $160 being spent on experience and shopping in general, and that all added up to $438.68, which is under what I budget for miscellaneous spend. I budget $500 for miscellaneous spend. And as you see too, like I said, with my income, I was paid 3 times, and that totaled $7,913.37. Most of that, honestly, I did save and put away for sinking funds and just other things that I'm gonna need later in the year. So it felt like a normal 2 paycheck month this month because all of the money had jobs. When it comes to my goals, I had a goal to invest $1,000 and I did. I wanted 10 no spend days and I did. I literally didn't spend money for 10 days this month. Every other day of the month, I definitely spent. So there were 31 days in this month, and I would say I spent 21 of those days. It was kind of spendy. No eating out more than 4 times this month. So I had crossed this out a little too early because as you see, let's see, dining out on 7-2, we had coffee, we had wings on 7-4. I mean, hot dogs, Whole Foods doesn't count. Bite of Seattle, it was more than 4. So actually, I don't think I actually did that. But the other 2, I definitely did. So if you look at everything, you will see that every single thing is under or at where it should be for the budget. So let's see where we stand when it comes to the numbers. There we go, $4,725.99, because we're gonna bring that back in as income when we actually do spend that money. So we spent $4,725.99. $121, which is about how much I had left in my bank account before I got paid. So that pretty much adds up. So let's do a general recap of our month, tie it up in a neat little bow, and then move on to August. Balance from last month sat at 0. Total income, $7,913. I only put that we had $100 going forward because a lot of the money that is sitting in my checkings account is going towards savings, as well as I'm going to be paying rent for August as well. So that's why we only have 1,000 going forward when we should have like 2,000 some change. Where did I have the most trouble? I mean, money-wise, we were good. So we didn't have any issues there. We stayed pretty focused. We, stayed offline. No bleeding heart stuff happened. We did pretty good. What could I improve? I mean, I think we did pretty good. I don't think that there's anything really different that needs to happen. I did eat out a lot, but we planned to do that. We planned to eat at a lot of festivals, and we wanted to go shopping and all of that, and it was under budget. So I think we did pretty good. What goals can I set for the next month? I definitely want to eat out a lot less. I mean, July's always a pretty eaty, spendy month in Seattle, especially when the sun is out and the festivals are going on. I do make my way out to those tents and I eat a lot because I don't really eat at restaurants anymore. I don't think it's necessarily worth it, and I don't find it enjoyable. And so, yeah, I've been just enjoying eating at food stalls, tents, food trucks. It's just a lot easier, a lot better. And I find that a lot of these restaurants now are starting to forego even renting out spaces, and they're choosing to be in tents and food carts and stuff like that. So I think that's just interesting and a sign of the times. So goals: eat out less. Obviously I do want to save more. It's just that my income is just very stable, right? So I can't really say numbers that are much different than what I've been saying, like 1,000 to 2,000 as of right now, because I am saving for that trip. I'm investing 1,000, saving 1,000 for the trip, and so that's what I'm going to say again. And then whatever I have left over, I will sinking fund for my husband present. We have another month to do that, and I have about 600 already, so I think I could put another 500 or 600 or so away, and then that will be used for his anniversary gift. So maybe I will lower some of my miscellaneous spend to do that, just so that I can have some extra padding to invest more. We'll see, but that's what it's looking like for the month of July. I appreciate you guys being here and keeping up with all of the things that I've been doing. And I want to know in the comments below what you did for the month of July, how everything went, money-wise, work-wise, or anything in between. And let me know what some of your goals are for August. We have one more month until we get into cozy season. So with that comes a slowing down of spending and all that stuff. People begin to be productive. And so I feel like budgeting and being organized and all that becomes more popular to look at again. So I look forward to those conversations as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video.